Okay, this is how to very quickly defrost a Slant510 freezer. It's one of the big scooping freezers we have. 10 flavours inside. By the end of service, as you can see from ours here, it is looking pretty mucky. As you can see underneath, we've got a lot of ice cream, which is all fallen down through the cracks. And I can tell it's ready for a defrost because the red line, which should be here, is no longer here. I just scrape it away. See, you should be able to see that red line. If you can't, then your freezer needs defrosting. Okay, so the first thing you need to do when you defrost is you need to get your ice cream out of the freezer and put it somewhere cold. If you haven't got another storage freezer to put it in, then the best thing to do is to put it underneath. So lid up your freezer, your napolies, open up the back and stick them underneath. Once you've got all your ice cream and you put it all away down to -18, stored it all underneath or into your storage freezer, the next thing you do is switch your freezer off at the wall and unplug it. People think that it needs to defrost overnight. It doesn't. You can literally do this in 10-15 minutes at the end of service. Okay, the next thing you do is you take out all the collars. And your lid's off. And then you just lift the frame out of the freezer. Next you get a wooden spatula. If you use the plastic or a metal spatula, it will damage the sides. So you just literally scrape your ice cream, all the ice off the sides. So it goes into the freezer. Okay, to speed things up, you can actually leave the lids on, get some empty napolies filled with hot steamy water and leave them in the bottom of the freezer with the lids closed so that the steam does a lot of the hard work for you. Alternatively, just some hot water on the side, just give it a wash over. You don't want it running because you like it nice and frosty. Just give it a wash over and you should find that it comes off a lot easier. Okay, once you've scraped all the ice off, it's all on the bottom of the freezer. You just need to get your dustpan and brush in and get all that loose ice and stick it in the bin. After you've finished getting rid of all that ice out the bottom of your freezer, you just need to give it a nice wipe round. Get any of that ice cream that's on the floor that's still there, just need to get that removed. Remember, don't forget to go round the edges where the ice cream and the lids are. Just make sure we get rid of everything that's on the sides as well. And then once you've done all that, give it a little dry with some glue roll, and you can give it a final spray with some sanitizer. Once it's all clean inside and you've cleaned off your racks, pop your racks back in and pop your lids back on. Okay, once you've got your lids back on, what you need to do is switch your freezer back on, get your lovely clean collars, pop them back in to your freezer. Grab your ice cream from its storage, pop it back out. So once you've got them all back in, a final clean over, and that's it. You're ready to start trading again.